Hello YouTube, it's me Brittany, and today I am going to do a video that I have been thinking about for a while. I've seen this kind of demand in some of the Facebook posts and Twitter feeds that I follow that are transgender based for some, brand new, just come out male to female transgender people who just don't have a clue about how to do makeup or even where to start. And so being as I've been there, because, at 30 years old, I decided to transition and had never ever done anything with makeup ever before, so I'm completely self-taught. But before I get started, for any of you who have already subscribed, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I thank you guys for being here. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. I'm going to do a lot more videos like this that are going to be meant to be helpful to, all of the trans community. I also want this channel to be more of an open communication for you to be able to ask questions and get answers. To maybe even not me, but maybe some of my other followers may be able to answer the question that you need for you. So like I said, today's video is going to be titled, excuse me, Transgender Makeup, getting started, what you need to get, because I've found that a lot of young trans, and by young I mean in your first 6 months to a year of transitioning, and you could be 45, or 16, I don't really care, but you're in this early stage of transitioning and you've lived in this life where you've not been allowed to express yourself or even try using makeup or even look into it because of the ridicule and discrimination you may face by your family or the people around you, just like I was till I was 30. So like now you're like, okay, I'm happy, I want to be myself, I've come out of transitioning now, but I have no idea where to start when it comes to getting my makeup. So that's what this video is going to be for. I'm just going to basically tell you I am not trained in makeup. Everything I am teaching you now is things that I have self-taught myself, or I've learned tricks from friends, or watching other YouTube videos. But from my understanding, the biggest concern with a lot of trans girls when they watch makeup tutorials is they see these expert makeup artists who have all these terms and they know the names of all the brushes and all these things they're using, and we're just confused because even I still don't know all the names of the brushes I'm about to tell you. But anyways, so let's get started. First things first, everything I'm going to show you right now is cheap. You can get it at Walgreens, Walmart, CVS, Dwayne Reed. I'm trying to see if I can hit all aspects of the United States. I'm sorry, I don't know any stores out of the United States, but basically any kind of retail store where that sells makeup, you can find almost any of these products I'm going to show you. A lot of these I use myself. Another thing where I get some good products, which I would highly recommend if you're introducing yourself to makeup, and then once again, I'm not trying to sell anything in this video at all. It's just merely trying to give you guys advice. I've been a member of IPSY now for 3 years, and I think it's an excellent thing because I was basically able to say, here, this is the things I want to learn, this is the things I want to try to get better at, and they send me those products, and now I can practice and play with those things. So everything I'm going to show you now are just kind of the basics to give you a face kind of like mine, just a nice little basic face because I'm just a basic bitch. I don't do a lot of eyeshadow because I only see primary colors, so I have a hard time with shading and stuff, although I will do a video like that if you guys need me to, because I have done eyeshadow stuff before. I just don't do it on a daily basis. So what I'm showing you here is going to be kind of something that's going to help you get through a daily look. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to be able to get a good razor, and you're going to need to shave your face because girls, we all know, unfortunately, unless you get laser or electrolysis, you're always going to keep growing this hair here. I still do, and I recommend these razors, Simple Bics, which you can get at Walmart. These have 5 blades, but they have a lot of if you can see, there's a layer of lubrication around it, so it kind of helps ease the razor burn, so that when you need to cover the beard shadow later with foundation, it's not nearly as difficult. So find yourself a good razor. With this one, I also keep a straight razor to get areas like in this location where these razors aren't going to get, or just anything where you might miss a hair. So find yourself a nice good razor for shaving your face. Make sure you shave every day. Wash your face, cleanse it, everything, moisturize. Make sure you take good care of your face. Then in order to start your makeup, what I do is I usually pull my hair up. I already did my makeup, so I'm just going to show you. You put your hair up, get it out of your face, and you're going to start with a primer. So this is the primer I'm using right now. This was sent to me by IPSY. It is called, I can't even see it because it's in a color that's really hard to see, but basically you can find a primer similar to this at Walmart or Walgreens, and you're going to start with this. You don't need a brush or anything. You're going to put a little bit in your hand, like just a little dab, not too much. Basically, like if you're applying aftershave, and you're gonna apply this to all areas of your face. And it's basically, what primer does is it kind of holds all that makeup on that you're about to put there, so that if you get really active during the day, you're less likely to sweat your makeup off. So you always want to start with a primer. It's good to get to a good solid base on your face that will hold all your makeup on. Then you're gonna need a sponge. Now mine is really filthy disgusting because I need a new one. But you're gonna get this sponge nice and wet. Now this was a tan sponge already, and I use a very light foundation because I'm a very light skinned person. So you're gonna get this nice and wet. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your foundation and you're gonna put a little bit right here on your hand, and you're gonna dab this right here, and you're gonna apply this foundation into pretty much most areas of the face, and you're gonna give yourself a nice little even layer. And when I say get this wet, it's not going to be sopping wet, so you're going to get it to where it kind of looks wet like it is right now. So it's a little moist, it's enough to kind of hold the makeup in it and maybe give you the ability to kind of blend it in, because this is called a blending sponge apparently. And then the most important thing when you start with your foundation is to know your skin tone. And I, of course, pulled up the arm with a tattoo. So you can be like me. When I first started, I was the weirdo with my cell phone taking selfies next to the bottles, thinking, does this look like my face? Does this match my skin tone? Or you could just look at your arm and match it to your arm, because basically the skin tone on your arm is going to basically be very similar to the skin tone that's on your face, and it'll help you choose that foundation for you. And I'm going to show you what I use, which is Milani. And I actually use two different kinds of these. So right now I actually use this nude one because it's wintertime and this is a very lighter color, and then this light is actually brighter than the nude, and I wear that in the summertime whenever I get a little bit more sun. Here in the mountains I don't get a lot of sun in the wintertime, so I wear a little bit brighter foundation. And what you're going to do is, like I said, you're going to take that and you're going to apply it to all of your face. Boom, 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 everywhere. And then what I also do is I like to go down this line here and around and cover this beard shadow area as well with that foundation. It's going to be really helpful in keeping that beard covered all day long. And like I said, this is Milani. This is like a $9 foundation at Walmart. There are bunches of these. So almost every brand of makeup that you can think of, Wet n Wild, I can't think of any more. But like every single, when you go into the makeup aisle at Walgreens, you're gonna see a bunch of brands, and then every single one will have bottles like this with foundation, and you're just basically gonna look at those bottles and you're gonna match them to your skin tone. And like I say, I get two different ones. They're very similar tone, but I use them for different seasons. So you can do that as well. The next thing you're gonna need, excuse me, this is the joy of filming live and in one take. So the next thing you're gonna need, and I don't use this all the time, but I do tend to use this more often after I've applied my eyeliner and mascara, is you're going to need a nice concealer. And this is a Tarte. I've got this from Ipsy, and I've loved this, and I've continued to purchase it since. And you can get this at Walgreens for like, I think it's like $8, $9. Makeup is not cheap, girls. Sorry. But anyways, you're gonna, concealer's gonna be used here. Let me lift my glasses up. You're gonna take your concealer, you're gonna use it right in this area here. And then I also like to put a line, a little bit right here, just because I have a little bit of acne issues, so I like to cover a little bit of my acne issues right here on my nose from where I wear my glasses. But that's just my personal thing. If you have acne, concealer is great in covering up that acne. So if you have some acne issues, definitely you can use concealer anywhere on your face to cover up any of those things. And you can apply concealer with the same thing, like a sponge like this, or I actually use my fingers most of the time. So you're gonna do primer, foundation, concealer, just to get yourself started, nice base on your face, and then we're gonna contour ourselves. And this is where it gets a little bit difficult. Now, I lived off of this Wet n Wild contour for about the first 3 years of my transition, because on the back it taught me how to contour. So this is another thing you get at Walmart or Walgreens or anything like that. Now I've since progressed to using different types of contouring products like that, and I'll show you. Like this at this time is my bronzer at this time, and I use this, and I'll show you exactly what I do with it, and the brushes I do with it. So with contouring, you're gonna do is you're gonna create your jaw, you're gonna create your jawline and your cheekbones, and also if you have some of the receding hairline that I have, you can shadow it in right there. Also the bridge of your nose, you're gonna cover it up, and I'll show you exactly what brushes you're gonna need. You're gonna need a what's it called, a powder brush like this and a bronzer brush like this. Both of these are dirty. They are mine. You should take better care of them. I try to clean mine once every 3 months. Most girls say they do it even more than that, so I'm just lazy. So it's been about 2.5 months. I'm gonna clean these soon, but you're gonna need a powder brush and a bronzer brush, and you're actually gonna leave this. You're not gonna use this yet. You're gonna need this in here actually towards the end. So I'll set that down and I'll show you what we do with this, even though I'm not actually gonna apply it to my face. You're gonna take your bronzer, the dark part of your palette, this side right here, and you're going to apply it with this bronzer brush. It's got a little bit of an angle. You're going to go right here, and if you can't find your jawline or your cheekbone line, what I like to do is smile, because there it is right there. So boom, you put it right there. If you can see that I have a little, you can still kind of see my contour in there. And then I also go right in this area, like I said, the bridge of the nose. And then I dab up where I have a little bit of a receding hairline before I started to transition, and now I can't get rid of it. So that you'll start with that when you're contouring your face. Now you want to give yourself a little bit more pop, so you're going to have some highlighter as well. And I actually use 2 different highlighters, and since I don't use a lot of eyeshadow and stuff like that, I use a highlighter in my eyelids and stuff like that as well. So what you'll take is your highlighter brush like this. This is another highlighter brush just like this. This one's actually a little bit newer for me, and I really like this one. But what I do is you'll take a highlighter. Here's a couple of highlighters I've gotten. This one is called Ibby. This one is called Color Rain. And we'll open them up a little bit. Oh, maybe. Yeah, and you can see this one's been used, and it's just kind of a little highlight to the darkness. And I'm going to light my light right here. As you can see, it's kind of bright right here, and I come down in here a little of my chin, and like I say, I also do the do it in my eyes, but I use a brighter tone for my eyes. Like as you can see, this Color Rain is what I'm using in my eyes right now, and it's a little bit lighter, so it just kind of, it gives my eyes a little bit of a glow, but without giving it a huge eyeshadow effect. So there, I've done my highlighter, my first part of my contour with the bronzer aspect of it. Then, if you girls want to do any blush, you're gonna need a blush brush, and you can also use a powder brush for this if you have 2 separate ones. Brushes can be interchangeable. Once you get way more advanced and you've learned a lot more about makeup, you can get a shit ton of brushes. Like right now, if I showed you my makeup counter, there's way more brushes, and I use maybe 10 of them a day, and there's probably 25 more than that sitting there. But you'll take a blush brush, and then I use a couple of different blushes right now that I've gotten from Ipsy. This one right here is very pretty, but nothing too fancy. You don't want to be too bright red. We're not going for like, you know, 5-year-old schoolgirl with a dress on or something. So we're just trying to be as natural as can be. So we're just a little bit above where we put our contour right here. And bam, we'll have a little bit of blush. And then we're going to come back to our powder brush right here. And that's where we're going to take the other side of our palette, contour palette, and we're going to fill all of the rest of our face in. Everything. All of this right here, here, here. I even come down here a little bit sometimes, depending on how bad I shaved that day. But anyways, all of this right here, definitely right in here. You want to get that bridge right there a lot. You're going to get with that opposite contour side. This is basically just another powder foundation. And you're just going to base on top of your liquid foundation with it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a big old brush like this. I like to use this, I call this a blending brush. It's actually called a powder brush. I recommend finding a nice big one, sturdy, thorough like this, and you're going to blend the fuck out of your face. You're gonna blend everything till it doesn't look like a clown face anymore, where you've drawn lines with these specific little contour colors and highlight things, so you can get a nice little blend, kind of similar to what I have right now. And then from there, you're ready to do your eyes. And I'm not going to get too in detail with the eyes because I'm going to do a separate video where I'm going to focus more on helping you guys with your eyes. If you guys want that, please, if this has been really helpful for you, please comment, request any other videos for assistance that I can give to you in the comment selection. Please like this video. We'll get more into that. But basically, you're going to need a mascara. I use 2 different kinds of mascara right now. This one I really like. It's cheap. It's from Walmart, and it's what I base use second. This one I like because it has this awesome brush with this really nice tip that allows me to like really get in there, and like if I have eyelashes that are being difficult, I can just be like, hey, separate. Anyways, then don't forget your eyebrows. I have an eyebrow pencil. Once again, this is at Walmart. This is a Wet n Wild eyebrow. These are awesome. They're great. However, you will not know when it's about to be out, so just kind of judge. Oh, okay, I've been using this for about 3 weeks now. I should probably go get another one before I run out. Otherwise, you're going to have one day without eyebrows that you can fix. I use 2 different eyeliners right now as well, although I have multiple eyeliners in my thing. I personally love these 2 right now. This is Stila, and what I use this for is my bottom line right here, because it's a waterproof, and so if I were to cry, or with it being cold here, I get a lot of watery eyes, so it keeps that bottom eyeliner from washing away whenever my eyes get wet. So I like Stila for that. And then right now, Ipsy sent me this, and it's a specific Ipsy brand called Betty Boop, and I freaking love it. It is great. Liquid eyeliner is always the way to go. Don't try to get you a pencil eyeliner. Stick with liquid eyeliner all the way. Same with your foundation. You'll need a liquid foundation before you'll need a powder foundation. So, like I said, I've given you guys advice about Ipsy if you would like to get that. The last thing I need to tell you guys to do is, when you're done at the end of the day, get makeup removers. Do not try to just wash your face with soap and water, because unfortunately there's chemicals in the makeup that are not going to be able to get that. So this makeup remover, use one of these things first, or an actual makeup remover cleanser first, to get this all off of your face, and then go through your normal face cleaning routine. Now, as far as the brushes I've showed you and these sponges, all of these things are pretty cheap. I've got this one just the other day at Walmart for about $7. This brush right here is a nice bronzer brush that I got for about $6. A nice blender powder brush that I got for about $6. And then this really cute like beginner set. So like when I first started, I went and got a nice little set like this. It's got a couple of brushes right here for your eyes, you know, like a crease brush, and then there's an angled shadow brush. So there's 2 right here are going to be for your eyes, and then this one right here is going to be great for your powder brush for doing your contour, as well as you can use this other one right here for you doing your contour if you don't have a bronzer brush. So I thought this was really cute. It's like wizard themed or anything like this. For all of these brushes I just showed you, I spent maybe like $35. And for those of you that have just watched all the way to this 17th minute of this video, I super thank you so much. And I'm giving all of that stuff away I just showed you. So if you subscribe to this channel and you like and you put a comment on this video saying I would like those brushes, I will pay for the shipping no matter where you live, and I will send you this beginner set of brushes with the sponges, as well as I will give you a nice little letter and show you guys. But however, I will not pick that winner until I get over 250 subscribers. So we're at about 170 right now. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, comment and like on this video. If you'd like to share it for any of your other friends, please feel free to do that. That is the purpose. Once again, we're gonna give all of these brushes away, yeah, please hit the subscribe button. I love every single one of you guys. I hope this video was very helpful for you guys. Thanks again. Bye bye.